Hey everyone, I know I told you I wasn't going to make any more videos about the 2018 Speed Queen washer, but I thought it necessary to make at least one last video before I completely put this matter away. So after publishing my review of this new 2018 Speed Queen washer, I got a call from my local distributor who informed me that Speed Queen saw my less than glowing review of this machine and decided that they no longer wanted me to be an authorized Speed Queen dealer. They demanded that I take my videos down and that I remove all of my Speed Queen related advertisement, you know, my store placards and signage and the Speed Queen logo. They demanded that I remove it from my website. I thought that this was kind of a crappy move on Speed Queen. It's not, you know, the end of the world that, you know, somebody has like a less than stellar review about this machine, and I'm sure that once these machines get delivered into customers' homes, there'll be plenty more videos regarding the poor performance of this machine. I just thought it was kind of crappy for a multi-million-dollar company to, you know, basically tell me to go kick rocks just because I had a little bit of a critical review about this particular machine. So I'll make this last video. Today I'm going to wash a set of queen size sheets. As you can see, I kind of got them dirty already. I just kind of dragged them on my shop floor, and I'm also, guys, going to give you a little bit of a shot of the inside so you guys can see the inner workings of the machine. So this is basically just a queen size sheet, the fitted sheet, and two pillowcases. As you can see, it's barely a half a tub. We'll see how it works. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll find out together. Here's the inner workings of the machine. It's got that beefy 1 horsepower motor. There's the inverter assembly, electric water pump, and if you look in there, let me see if I can get some light in here. Sorry, poorly. Here is the whole agitub assembly. You see it's got a huge 1-inch shaft going right up into the tub, and blah blah blah, big pulley, nice big belt. Definitely a sturdy and well built machine, but what good is that if it doesn't get your clothes clean? Okay, so we have just some queen size sheets. I'm going to put my 3 microfiber towels so you guys can get an idea. Roll over, 1 Tide Pod, good soap. Per the instruction manual, we're going to use the bulky cycle. I'm going to let it do its autofill since it's so clever and they have it all figured out. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to warm wash. Just a fair warning to any of you that are watching that are authorized Speed Queen dealers: when you take delivery of this new 2018 machine, be careful what you publish on the internet or on social media. If Speed Queen finds out that you reviewed this machine in a less than glowing review, likely they'll reach out to your distributor and pull your license. So consider yourself warned. Further, I recommend that if you are a Speed Queen dealer, maybe you should be a little cautious on your first order of these machines. Maybe you should order just a couple or maybe even 1 set and bring it into your shop, or take one home and use it for a few days so you could see what you're getting yourself into, because this machine works completely different than the previous generation machine. It is the furthest from the 2017 version as I could possibly imagine. It works a little bit more like the, high efficiency GE top loaders or any other of those low water usage, high efficiency machines. This machine just happens to use more water. As for me, it's pretty official. I am no longer listed as a dealer on the Speed Queen website. They officially blacklisted me as of 3 or 4 days ago. I don't have access to pricing anymore. I basically am non-existent to Speed Queen. So not that it really bothers me that much. Like I said in my previous review, that I'm not going to sell this new top load washer because I don't feel that it meets the standards that I expect for my customers. And once I realized that they were discontinuing the front load washer, I basically realized that they don't have anything to offer me at this point anyways. It was one of my proudest moments in my business when I was given the opportunity to become an authorized Speed Queen dealer. I was so excited to be able to sell such a great product from such a great company. It was kind of a dream come true for me. Selling the older machines was easy. It was a good, reliable, decent, well-rounded, good performing washer that was built to last. Not that it would last forever, but it would last a lot longer than most of the machines out there. The only hurdle we had as on our sales floor was the cost of the machine, which was kind of expensive. The previous generation retailed for around $800 or $900, so it's kind of expensive for a washer, but definitely well worth it given the quality and the warranty. This new machine is more expensive than the previous generation. In my opinion, it doesn't work as well. It's not as versatile and rugged as the older generation was. The old Speed Queen washer, the 2017 version, you could put anything in it and it would come out clean. This washer, you'll get mixed results. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of customers who don't, maybe don't work in a trade or they don't work construction. Maybe they just have an office job and they're going to put their clothes in here and close the lid and walk away and come back and their clothes are going to be seemingly clean. And they probably will be because they weren't very dirty to begin with. The problem that I have with this machine is for most of the working class, blue collar, construction workers, tradesmen, people who actually get really dirty during work are going to come home and put their clothes in this machine that they paid really, really good money for. I mean, $1,100 is not cheap for a washer. And they're going to come back and their clothes are not going to be clean. And I always imagined that Speed Queen washers were geared more towards the, what was their slogan? Give me everything you got or whatever. And, basically you could put anything in that washer. It could be muddy coveralls or fleece lined Dickies or Carhartts or you name it. You just put it in that washer, close the lid, walk away, and it'll come out clean. And that's just not the case with this washer. This washer does really well with smaller loads, very flexible fabrics like these sheets. I'm not even going to comment on them. I let you guys, form your own opinions about it. I could critique this load a little bit and just, argue that it's just swirling it around. Ultimately, at the end of the load, the sheets, they came out cleaner than what I put them in, but, they weren't clean. There were still some spots on it, and I feel like if I put those same sheets in a older direct drive washer or some other washer with a little bit different wash action, it'll probably get them completely clean. The previous generation Speed Queen filled a real niche in the market. There was a large group of people that wanted a low efficiency old school washer with an agitator that filled up with water and beat their clothes into perfection, got them clean. And the 2017 model did that. By this new design that they have, they
kind of officially nerfed the machine, and it's not very much different than the Whirlpool product, the vertical modular washer, or the other Agipeller wash plate machines that are out there. From a performance standpoint, they're pretty much equal in my opinion. The big problem is that this machine costs almost 3 times as much. You could pick up a piece of junk hot point top load washer that will honestly wash about as good as this, maybe even a little bit better. I would argue with you about that. But they're $3.99, and you know what? If it lasts 5 years, throw it away. Go buy a new one for $3.99. This washer obviously will last much longer than a $3.99 hot point washer. But will it last 3 times as long as a hot point washer? Like, will you really get 10, 12, 15 years out of this machine? Can you stand to own it for 10, 12, 15 years with this wash performance? I don't know. I think, looking at it, it looks really well built. I think it'll last. It looks like a 10, 15, 20-year machine. So maybe in the long term, this machine will be a good value for somebody. But if I had to have this washer in my basement for the next 15 years, I don't know what I'd do. My wife would throw me out of the house. She absolutely would. I'd have to sleep in the garage. I brought home some terrible washers in my day. In fact, I bring home almost every washer that I've sold new in my shop. I brought home that hot point washer. It's garbage. I brought home the old school Speed Queen washers. I've had the front loader and the top loaders. And, I'll do a review on those again soon, but they're pretty good. I like them. I've brought home LG washers, and they're fantastic. Currently, I have a front load LG washer that handles most of my bulky items. And then I have a tried and true old school direct drive KitchenAid branded washer that washes my clothes. And that's what works for me. It's not that this machine is an awful machine. It kind of is, but it's not that bad. There's going to be a lot of customers that will be perfectly satisfied with the performance of this machine. A lot of people wash smaller loads and don't have, stiff blue jeans or Carhartts that they need to wash, and they'll probably have pretty good results with this machine. The problem that I have with this machine is that it works just as well as a $400 or $500 top load washer, and that to me makes it kind of unacceptable. For $7.99, you could buy a LG front load washer with a 4.5 cubic foot drum and get just as good wash performance, gentle wash cycle, and it'll wash a queen size. It'll actually wash a king size comforter with no problem. So why spend more for a less versatile machine when you could spend less and have a machine that'll fit basically all your needs? The LG washer, from a service standpoint, is a pretty reliable machine. I find that they usually need their first repair after about 7 to 10 years. Generally speaking, they need a water pump or $5 hall sensor, and they're typically good for another 5, 6, 7 years. So that's pretty good for a front load washer that only costs $7.99, and if you find it on sale, you might even be able to pick one up for $600. For $1,200, you should have a machine that is rock star performance and not just average, but it's, hey, it'll last a long time. I mean, that's not okay to me. I feel like for that kind of money, this machine should be very well rounded and a good performer on a variety of different loads, just like the previous generation was. This one, I feel like maybe there is some hope for it if they do some design tweaks to it. Maybe they come up with some clever reprogramming and change the wash action. Maybe they could get it to wash a pair of stiff Carhartts or my fleece lined pants, but I doubt it. And one last thing, Speed Queen, I'm sure you're watching this video, and And I just wanted to reach out to you guys since you guys won't call me or anything. I do apologize for offending you guys about your new design machine. I'm sure you guys are really proud and you guys worked really hard to develop this machine. And if I hurt your feelings or whatever, I'm sorry. And I really do mean that. One thing you guys should consider is that, a lot of these Speed Queens are sold through really, really small dealers, legitimate mom and pop shops. And you're putting your dealers in a very precarious position where they're going to be shelling out their hard-earned money to buy these machines, put them on the floor, and sell them to their customers under the pretense that it's going to wash, according to you guys, 4.7% better than the previous generation machine. And you guys know that that's not true. This machine probably washes 4.7% better on certain exact circumstances. Small load, if you're just washing hand towels, fine, I get it. But under the day-to-day use, under normal everyday household conditions, people are going to have a lot of complaints about these washers, and they're going to go back to their dealer and ask them, hey, what's wrong with this machine? It's not getting my clothes clean. And then what's the dealer going to do? Pick it up and give them their money back? And then what's the dealer going to do with the machine? Will you guys take it back if a customer is not satisfied with it? Anyways, I'll leave you at that. Enjoy the video. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys have any specific requests for a different wash video, let me know and I'll try and get it. And just to let you guys know, I did order the new commercial top-load Maytag washer. It should be coming in this week. Pretty excited about it. As soon as I get my hands on that, I will most certainly do a video on that and see how well it works. I have a load of dirty fleece-lined Dickie pants that are waiting to get cleaned, so I'm definitely very excited to try that machine out. I'll also try and do review on the Speed Queen front load washer, although I feel like it's going to be kind of a waste of time since they're going to discontinue it in a little bit. But take my word for it, the front load Speed Queen's a good machine. It's definitely a solid performer, very long lasting machine. If you could get over the price tag, maybe it'll be worth it for you. I don't know. To me, I feel like that washer is good, not great, but good performance. Definitely gets everything clean, but it's $1,500. I mean, that's a lot of money. I've bought cars for less than that. But if money is not an issue and you just want a good, reliable machine, then definitely the Speed Queen front loader's a good option to have. So if you are thinking about getting one, you should get one sooner than later because they are going to be discontinued by March or April. So thanks for watching, guys, and look for the next video.